training at New Hampshire International Speedway and are qualifying for the Save Mart 300 still have not even gotten underway, so we have no idea who may have qualified where up in Loudon, New Hampshire for Sundays.
Hi, welcome to Kil-Kare Speedway. I'm Nate Pennington, and we're about ready to go heat race action. We have Tricky Travelstead, stuntman, here later tonight, and he will be jumping over 3 flaming cars on roller skates. But first, we have plenty of exciting heat race action in the NASCAR Winston Racing Series. First up, mini stocks. Ron Wells, Gene Crace on the front row, heat number 1. Then it's Jeff Wickman and Greg Stapleton inside and outside of row number 2. And out back, car number 7, Kenny Snyder. White flag's already been shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. 6 laps for the mini stock first heat race. A little bit of a different start, and there'll be no start. That was a false start. We'll get them relined up. Should get a green flag in just a moment. All right, once again, they've been shown the white flag. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. 6 laps for the mini stock first heat race. Turn number 4, leader lap number 1 is the 6th truck of Ron Wells. 01 of Gene Crace running at second, looking at that high line down the back straightaway. 19 of Jeff Wickman runs third. Greg Stapleton in fourth. Ron Wells still your leaders. They come flying down the back straightaway. Gene Crace right on his back bumper down the front stretch. Into turns 1 and 2. Still single file with Ron Wells leading it. Flag, 1 lap to go for your leader car, truck number 6, Ron Wells. The 01 of Gene Crace running second, 19, Jeff Wickman holding on to that third position as Gene Crace slips wide in turn 4. Ron Wells will take home the win. Gene Crace comes home second. Third goes to Jeff Wickman. Fourth will be the Greg Stapleton machine, and Kenny Snyder coming home in 5th. Once again, your winner, truck number 6, Ron Wells. Heat race number 2 for the mini stocks coming out on the track. And they're going to line up this way. The 24 of Rick Bates on the pole. 85 of Jay Crawford outside of him. In the second row, it'll be the 60 of Jerry Moore and the 2 of Randy Donahue. And out back, car number 00, Randy Mouget. Field already being shown the white flag. Kil-Kare pace truck pulls off the track. And we're about ready to go racing. Heat race number 2 for the mini stocks. And guess what? Another false start. We'll get them re-racked. We'll get a start here just in a moment. lap number 1, car number 24, Rick Bates. Running in second is the 85 of Jay Crawford. And Jerry Moore in the 60 pickup truck is running third. Randy Donahue holding on to that fourth position. Rick Bates, your leader. Jay Crawford trying to catch up in the 8085 car. He runs second. Crawford looking underneath out of turn 4. He spins into the infield. Jay Crawford, car number 85, into the infield. No caution. Rick Bates, car number 24, your leader. Second is now the 60 pickup truck of Jerry Moore, then Randy Donahue running third. 00 Randy Bouget in the fourth position now. White flag for car number 24, Rick Bates. Jerry Moore running second. And your winner will be car number 24, Rick Bates. Coming home second will be the Jerry Moore pickup truck. And the 2, Randy Donahue third. Fourth will go to Randy Mouget. And fifth, Jay Crawford. Pure Stocks up next. Heat race number 1 for the Pure Stocks. And we have 20 of them here showing in the heat races. A bunch of Pure Stocks and a bunch of Pro Stocks. You'll see them a little bit later. And here's your lineup for heat race number 1. The pole position goes to the number 1 car of Jeremy Everding, then the 33 of Vern Hasty. Inside row number 2 is the 34 of Dave Ellis and the 77 of Larry Guard outside of him. 4, that's John Matthews, and the 53 of Tim Dilge. 79, is Ben Little. And then the 6 car of Craig Conover. And there's a couple more cars out back there, and I didn't quite catch them, and I'll catch them in just a moment. 2 cars I missed out back there. One of them stalled over here in turn 3. Problem with that car sounds like transmission to me. I know that problem well. I believe that's the Neil McClellan number 5. That's not moving very well. Getting a little bit of help from Mark Mitchell on the track buggy. The other car out there is the 37 Glenn Bigham, and it looks like that Neil McClellan is going to be scratched for this race. As a lot of smoke. And yeah, I agree with whoever said that. We heard that come across. Shut it off. We'll get a start here in just a moment. White flag being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Pure Stock, heat race number 1, 6 laps. Side-by-side battle for the lead on lap number 1. Jeremy Everding, Vern Hasty. Dave Ellis runs third. Vern Hasty slight advantage. They come out of turn 2, but they're back side-by-side again as Jeremy Everding looks inside through turns 3 and 4. Vern Hasty now takes over the lead. Jeremy Everding on second, but here comes Dave Ellis in the 34 machine. Vern Hasty, your leader. The 34, Dave Ellis, now runs second. Jeremy Everding third, and John Matthews in the car number 4. He holds on to the 4th position. Larry Guard in 77, good run for him in 5th. Flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 33, Vern Hasty. But here comes the 34 of Dave Ellis, moving on the high side through turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. They're side by side into turns 3 and 4. Coming out of 4, down to the checkered flag. Your winner will be car number 34, Dave Ellis, just edging out the 33 of Vern Hasty. Then it's the 1 of Jeremy Everding in 3rd, John Matthews 4th, and 4th, and Larry Guard finishes in that 5th position. So once again, your winner, car number 34, Dave Ellis. Heat race number 2 for the Pure Stocks pulling out on the track now. Take their station up on the track, and the lineup will go something like this. Chris Pawpaw and the 39 of Rich Seals, new color scheme for him. 24 is Sean Miller, 23 Danny Suffren, 74 Clark Wolf, the 7 of Lori Young, 98 Gary Seitz, 93 Wayne Seals, 13 Dwayne Hornback, and 45 of Wes Johnson. In a moment, green flag. White flag already being shown to the field. Green flag next time by the stripe. Heat race number 2 for the Pure Stocks. 6 laps. Suffren inside the 39 of Rich Seals. That's for 3rd position. Your leader is Chris Pawpaw. Sean Miller holding on to 2nd. Danny Suffren now 3rd. Battle going on for that 2nd position between John Matthews and Danny Suffren as the white flag comes out for your leader, Chris Pawpaw, car number 57. And your winner will be Chris Pawpaw, car number 57, coming home. 2nd will be the 23 of Danny Suffren. 3rd will go to the 39 of Rich Seals. 4th, Sean Miller, and rounding out your top 5, car number 74, Clark Wolf. Late models now coming out for their first heat race. take up their station over on turn 3 and 4 area. And they'll line up something like this. Looks like it'll be the 33 of Carl Stapleton. And outside of him will be the number 1 of Mike Carroll. The 11 of Jeff Wilson is next, and the 14 of Tom Hausfeld. 71 Paul Sheffer, and the 29 of Tony Brunke. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Heat race number 1 for the late models, 8 laps. Carl Stapleton sideways as he come out of turn number 4. Still side by side with Mike Carroll to take the green flag as they come across the stripe. Stapleton now, your leader as he goes into turn number 3. Mike Carroll falls into second place, and the 11 of Jeff Wilson third. Carl Stapleton still your leader. Mike Carroll running second. Third belongs to the 11 of Jeff Wilson. It's still Carl Stapleton, Mike Carroll, Jeff Wilson, and Tom Hausfeld, your top 4. And in 5th position is the 29 of Tony Brunke. Flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, Carl Stapleton, car number 33. Mike Carroll looking inside in turn 2. They touch. Stapleton was sideways. Mike Carroll gets underneath. Your winner will be car number 1, Mike Carroll. 33 of Carl Stapleton comes home second. The 11 of Jeff Wilson third. 14 of Tom Hausfeld finishes fourth. Once again, your winner, car number 1, Mike Carroll. All right, next up, heat race number 2 for the late models. As they come up on the track to take their positions.
Yeah, I'll get on the booth. You can still get a shot. Oh, yeah. We'll be up in Columbus tomorrow. Are you going to be there? We'll do it.
And your lineup will be the 35 of Jeff Capaldi, the 2 of Dave Brandenburg, the 17 of Sam Heckman, and the 53 of Russ Bobb. John Vallow in the 22, 19 Wayne Watercutter, and the 64 of Kyle Kelch. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Heat race number 2 for the late models, 8 laps. leader, lap number 1, car number 35, Jeff Capaldi. Running second is Dave Brandenburg. Battle for fourth between John Vallow and Russ Bobb as Sam Heckman in the third position. And you can see that sun and that glare as those cars come around the corner in turns 3 and heading towards 4. The glare that's there, making it very tough to see. As the heat races progress and the evening progresses, of course, the sun will set, but it can get pretty bad. 35, Jeff Capaldi, your leader. 2, Dave Brandenburg running second. 17, Sam Heckman third. Fourth belongs to John Vallow. Jeff Capaldi, your leader. Dave Brandenburg running second, right on his back bumper. Sam Heckman is in third, and the 22 of John Vallow holding on to that fourth position. White flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 35, Jeff Capaldi. Car number 35, Jeff Capaldi. Dave Brandenburg pops home second. 17, Sam Heckman third. John Vallow fourth.
And his first win of 1998. Sponsored by West Willing, Manitoba Martin, and Prize Home Improvement of Clarksville, Ohio. Car number 35, your winner, Jeff Capaldi. Road stockies are coming up next.
Those stocks pulling up on the track, take their station over in turn 3. He raced number 1. On the pole is car number 28, that's Mark Stump. And the 21 of Brian Coleman. Outside of him, 98 is Chris Stump. 58, Fred Moore Jr., Brian Cottrell, Virgil Powell, Wayne Owens. And I see also David Clay out back there and a couple other cars that I'll get in a moment. Ansel Massey also in this heat race, and David Henderson in 3. In a moment, we should get a white flag and then a green flag, and then we'll be racing. Throttle on to turn number 4. Green flag flies, and we're racing for 6 laps. Road stock first heat race. And we got several cars getting together down the back straightaway. Ansel Massey, Wayne Owens, and Virgil Powell. Who's leading this thing? Mark Stump, car number 28, 98 of Chris Stump. Right behind him. He runs in second. Brian Cottrell third. And sliding his way down the back straightaway and fourth is the 75 of Brian Cottrell. Running in fifth right now is the 58 of Fred Moore Jr. Stump moving to the high side of 53 of Jess Struck. Puts a lap on him. And Struck has a problem getting the white flag now. 98 of Chris Stump still runs second. flag, 1 lap to go for your leader. Car number 28, Mark Stump. And 53 of Jess Rook off the track over in the snake pit. And your winner will be car number 28, Mark Stump. Coming home second is the 98 of Chris Stump. Brian Coleman third, Fred Moore Jr. fourth, and Virgil Powell rounds out your top 5. Once again, your winner, car number 28, Mark Stump.
Winner, Mark Stump. Coming out of the mid-game. Just a moment for this Friday night skill game.
And your lineup, car number 34, Dave Sewell, Jerry Johns Sr., Jerry Johns Jr., Ryan Wilson, row number 2. Row number 3 is the 52 of Mike Miller. Is that right, or did I skip somebody? I skipped somebody. 38, Steve Zirkle. 72, Rick Miller. 52, Mike Miller. 23, Ron Simpson. And I'm not sure who that is out back. That's Bob Culp in the 41, and I also missed the 22 of David Jakowski. In a moment, green flag. Should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Heat race number 2 for the Pro Stocks. 6 laps. Car number 34, Dave Sewell. Running second is the number 1 of Jerry Johns. Third is the 32 of Jerry Johns Jr. and 8, Brian Wilson. Holding on to that 4th position. It's still Dave Sewell, your leader. Flag, 1 lap to go for car number 34, Dave Sewell, your leader. Running second is Jerry Johns. Third is Jerry Johns Jr. And your winner will be car number 34, Dave Sewell. Jerry Johns Sr. comes home second, Jerry Johns Jr. third, Brian Wilson and Rick Miller round out your top 5. And just a little bit of a delay while we wait for the E-Mods to come out on the track. Oh, and we take a look at Rick Chrysler walking across. Checking out things. Hi, Rick. Yeah, hi, Rick. He don't even see us. We'll be back in a moment with the modified heat race. And now the modifieds begin their trek out onto the track, and we'll take up station over in turn 3 and 4. And we'll line up something like this. Steve Dunleavy Jr., defending modified track champion, inside row number 1. Outside him, the 76 car, that's Frank Harris. Then it's 18 of Doug Miller. Then the 86 of David Sowers. And out back, car number 5E, Skylar Hinkle. In a moment, green flag. White flag being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Modified heat race number 1, 8 laps. Skylar Hinkle with a problem over in turn 4. Flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Hopefully. Dunleavy Jr., your leader. Second belongs to the 76 of Frank Harris. White flag, 1 lap to go for car number 11, Dick Dunleavy Jr. And your winner, car number 11, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Coming home second will be car number 76, Frank Harris. Then the 18 of Doug Miller, then the 5E of Skylar Hinkle, and the 86 of David Sowers. Missed him. There he is. Car number 11, Dick Dunleavy Jr., your winner. Heat race number 2 for the modifieds. Coming out on the track. Backstretch flagman Frank Brock, motion him out on the track. Ralph Harrod, Don Fleming Jr., Dan Williams, Tim Wheeler, and the number 1 car is, I don't know, that's the 41 of Steve Rickard. So welcome back to Steve Rickard. Haven't seen him out for a while. Kind of nice to see him out. Ralph Herrick. Leading lap number 1. In second is 31 of Don Fleming Jr. Third belongs to Dan Williamson, 88. Don Fleming Jr. right on his back bumper in second. Third belongs to Dan Williamson, the 88. Still your leader, Don Fleming Jr. right on his back bumper. And Williams is third. Car number 58, Ralph Herrick. Don Fleming Jr. comes home second. Then Dan Williams, Steve Rickard, and Tim Wheeler rounds that out the 5-car field. Once again, your winner, car number 58, Ralph Herrick. And that brings us to intermission time. In a moment, we'll have Tricky Travelstead, stuntman, roller skating over 3 flaming cars. But first, we're going to have these messages from my pal, Dick Roberts.
You can take all the racing excitement home with you with Penstroke Productions, the Midwest's finest video racing service. Video highlights of racing action from Kil-Kare Speedway, Columbus Motor Speedway, Winchester, and many more tracks and special events all around the region. The best motorsports value around. Penstroke Productions videos.
And now, here is my buddy, Dick Roberts, speaker man, with the call of stuntman Tricky Travelstead's roller skates over 3 burning cars.
Yeah, I'm looking out there. If anybody recognizes their car out there in the infield, we're not sure how you're getting home. We did get those cars out of the parking lot. Yeah, we did. Sure. Wonder if that one's still running. Tricky Travelstead with the practice test passes ready. About to take up station, he'll start there with the tow rope behind the face structure. Just about ready to do it. I can see the job description. What do you do for a living? I jump over and burning cars and roller skates. Nice little bonfire going here. Here he comes, Tricky Travelstead on the roll. In for the ramp. He goes up and
And now it's time for the NASCAR Winston Racing Series Mini Stock 15-lap feature. Row number 1 is car number 33, that's Greg Stapleton. And outside him, the 2, Randy Donahue. Row number 2 is car number 19, Jeff Wickman, and the 01 of Gene Crace. In row number 3 is the number 6 of Ron Wells and the 85 of Jay Crawford. Row number 4, car number 24, Rick Bates, and the 60 pickup truck of Jerry Moore. Row number 5 is car number 00, Randy Boucher, and the 7 of Kenny Snyder. "15-lap mini stock feature. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe." Trucks get together. Gene Crace and Ron Wells got together along the back straightaway, and Ron Wells, tough break as he pulls a stop over in turn 4. White flag already been shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. 15 laps. Complete restart for the mini stocks. And that was a false start, so maybe we'll get a green flag here in just a moment. All right. Maybe next time we'll get a green flag. We're going to try 3 times the charm, so they say. Mini stock 15-lap feature coming at ya. Car number 23, Greg Stapleton, 19, Jeff Wickman, 3rd or 2nd. 3rd belongs to the 6 of Ron Wells, and 4th, a battle between Jay Crawford and Randy Donahue. Oh, and Jay Crawford and Ron Wells getting together, and a whole bunch of cars spinning. Gene Crace involved in that. Ron Wells getting back under power. Jay Crawford involved. I think Randy Boucher also involved in the 60 of Jerry Moore. Caution. And you see the damage to Gene Crace. Not only is it front end sheet metal damage, but that right front wheel is pointing in a very odd direction. Randy Boucher also with problems going to the pits, as is Gene Crace. Rick Bates back under power, a little bit of sheet metal damage. And let's take a look at this one on instant replay. We see Ron Wells moving up, looking to the high side of Jeff Wickman. And Jay Crawford and Ron Wells get together. And everybody piles up behind them. Bill cam over in turn 3. The restart, it will be Greg Stapleton, Jeff Wickman, Randy Donahue. Jerry Moore, Kenny Snyder, Ron Wells, and Jay Crawford. Both Ron Wells and Jay Crawford going to tail for the cause of that incident. Greg Stapleton, or Jeff Wickman now is your leader. Greg Stapleton falls back to second. Randy Donahue running third. Fourth battle right now between Ron Wells and a whole bunch of other cars. I think Ron Wells just got around and now runs fourth. Ron Wells, truck number 6 in the fourth position. Feature event for the mini stock. Jeff Wickman still your leader. Ray Stapleton second, Randy Donahue third, fourth is Ron Wells, and he is closing on the third place car of Randy Donahue. Donahue looking to the high side of Greg Stapleton. Leader, car number 19, Jeff Wickman. Randy Donahue slips wide. Ron Wells gets underneath for third. He'll set his sights on the 33 at Greg Stapleton for that second position. Ron Wells back up to third. Jeff Wickman still leading at battle for second between Ron Wells and Greg Stapleton. Excuse me. There's a good look at your leader, car number 19, Jeff Wickman. Ron Wells now runs second in the 6th pickup truck. Closing on last week's feature winner, Rick Bates, about to put him another lap down as 13 laps now complete, and this time across the stripe will be 14 complete. White flag comes out, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 19, Jeff Wickman. Your winner, car number 19, Jeff Wickman. Coming home second is the 6 of Ron Wells. Third is the 33 of Greg Stapleton. Fourth would be the 85 of Jay Crawford, and rounding out now your top 5, car number 2, Randy Donahue. Once again, your winner, car number 19, Jeff Wickman. And now it's time for the Pure Stocks. On the poles, car number 74. That's Clark Wolf. Outside of him, the 1 of Jeremy Everding. Inside row number 2 is the 39 of Rich Seals and the 33 of Vern Hasty. Inside row number 3 is the 23 of Danny Sutton and the 24 of Sean Miller. Outside of him, row number 4 is 57 Chris Popo and the 34 of Dave Ellis. Row number 5 is car number 77 Larry Guard and the 7 of Lori Young. Outside of him, row number 6, 98 Gary Seitz and the 4 of John Matthews. Row number 7, car number 53 Tim Dilge and the 93 of Wayne Sills. And row number 8, 79 Ben Little and the 13 of Dwayne Hornback. Row number 9, car number 6 is Craig Conover and the 45 of Wes Johnson. Row number 10, 51 Tim Baker and the 28 of Tommy Henry. And out back all by himself in row number 11, car number 37, that's Glenn Bigham. And we're not wasting any time. We're underway and racing Pure Stock style for 15 laps. As they come out of turn number 4, leader lap number 1 is the number 1 car of Jeremy Everding. 74 Clark Wolf running second. Third belongs to the 39 of Rich Seals. Jeremy Everding still your leader. As Vern Hasty takes a look up to the high side and starts to move up through the field, or try to, riding that high line. Lori Young slowed down the front straightaway. Looks like she'll take it to the pits. As Jeremy Everding still your leader, coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Clark Wolf running second, 39 Rich Seals, 23 of check back of Danny Suffren in the 23, and then the 57 of Chris Pawpaw. Did it again. Danny Suffren looking underneath the 39 of Rich Seals. Can't quite get the job done. That battles for third, and now Seals spins. Oh! And both cars into the wall. Caution on the track. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. 5 laps now complete. 10 more laps to go. Your leader, Jeremy Everding. 69, Mark Wolf. 57, Chris Pawpaw, 33, Vern Hasty, 24, Sean Miller, and 34, Dave Ellis. And of course, that's the 74 of Clark Wolf running in second. Jeremy Everding, the 74 of Clark Wolf, running second. Third, a battle between Chris Pawpaw and Dave Ellis. Ellis and Clark Wolf getting together down the front straightaway, and a bunch of cars getting together just out of turn 4. That'll bring out another caution. Okay, white flag already being shown in the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. 8 laps now complete. Your leaders, Jeremy Everding, 74 Clark Wolf, 57 Chris Pawpaw, and the 34 Dave Ellis. Ellis wasted no time, moves to the high side of Chris Pawpaw in turns 1 and 2. Green flag comes out. Jeremy Everding, still your leader. Whoa, almost sliding the rear end into the backstretch wall. Jeremy Everding. Woo! Man, was he high and near the wall that time down the back stretch. Still leading the race though. Dave Ellis now runs third. He gets around Chris Pawpaw. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Dave Ellis now second. Chris Pawpaw now third. Clark Wolf back to fourth. Jeremy Everding second. Dave Ellis running third. Or second. I'll try that again. Jeremy Everding, your leader. Dave Ellis running second. Oh, and we have a couple cars getting together. Clark Wolf looked like he was coming back or going out to the wall. Tried to pull it back in and got into the 33 of Vern Hasty. That will bring out a caution. And let's take a look at this instant replay. Jeremy Everding, of course, your leader. Dave Ellis second. Chris Pawpaw third. Watch the 4th place car. Comes way wide. He actually hits the wall, comes back off the wall and into the side of Vern Hasty. Hasty keeps going. We'll have to see what the damage is like on his car. And somebody else almost tags the wall. Looked like the 79 had been lit. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. 11 laps now complete. 4 more laps to go for your leader, car number 1, Jeremy Everty, but right on his back bumper is the defending pure stock track champion, Dave Ellis in the 34 machine, and Ellis wastes no time, moves to the high side. Vern Hasty probably will not be running too good, but we're going to keep an eye on him to make sure. And that back tire, you should see it, just a flopping on the Hasty car as he has a badly bent rim. But he's still out there trying to go around the track. Up front, it gets a little heated as Jeremy Everty, Dave Ellis get together. Ellis falls back to third. Chris Pawpaw now runs second. Jeremy Everty still your leader. White flag, 1 lap to go for car number 1, Jeremy Everty. Good battle for second between Chris Pawpaw and Dave Ellis as they are side by side. Pawpaw looks to the inside of Jeremy Everty, coming out of 4, but it will be Jeremy Everty, car number 1, your winner. Chris Pawpaw comes home second. Dave Ellis brings home that 3rd position. Sean Miller 4th, and rounding out your top 5 is Vern Hasty and the 33 machine. And the NASCAR Winston Racing Series late models roll out on the track. On the pole tonight, car number 64, that's Kyle Kelch. Outside him, the 11 of Jeff Wilson. Row number 2 is the 35 of Jeff Capaldi and the 33 of Carl Stapleton. And inside row number 3 is the number 1 car of Mike Carroll, and outside of him, the number 2 car of Dave Brandenburg. Row number 4 is car number 17, Sam Heckman, and outside him, the 22 of John Fallow. Row number 5, car number 14, Tom Hasfeld, and the 53 of Russ Bob. Row number 6, car number 71, Paul Scheffer, and the 29 of Tony Brookie. And in row number 7, car number 19, Larry Peterson. Being shown the white flag, we should get a green flag next time by the stripe. 30 laps for the Kil-Kare late models. And right at the start, Kyle Kelch loses it and into the front stretch wall. It's amazing. More cars weren't involved in that one. Caution on the track. We don't even get a lap. And
Well,
complete restart, minus the Kyle Kelch machine. This time it will be Jeff Capaldi on the pole, and outside of him, Jeff Wilson. Green flag comes back out. Capaldi takes the point, going in turns 1 and 2. Mike Carroll running in second. Battle for third between Tom Hausfeld and Jeff Wilson. Capaldi still your leader. Mike Carroll in second. Capaldi now runs third. Dave Brandenburg holding on to fourth as Jeff Wilson slips back on the high side. Jeff Capaldi, your leader. As now Carl Stapleton takes a look to the high side of Sam Heckman. That is for 5th position. up on the high lane. Battling for 5th position with Sam Heckman is the 22 of John Vallow. Our number 35, Jeff Capaldi, still your leader as Mike Carroll looks to the high side of him down the backstretch. Mike Carroll now working the high side of Jeff Capaldi as John Vallow goes to work on the 17 of Sam Heckman. To work on the back bumper of the 35 of Jeff Capaldi. Tom Hasfeld held right there in third. Fourth is Dave Brandenburg. And your 5th place car is the 22 of John Vallow. Vallow starting to move up through the pack. Now coming from the 14 of Tom Hasfeld. Might be a fender rub. Kind of keep an eye on it and let you know. Brandenburg now goes to work on the 14 of Tom Hasfeld for that 3rd spot. As Hasfeld continues to smoke. And here comes John Vallow now looking to the inside of Brandenburg. Jeff Capaldi still your leader. John Vallow gets underneath Brandenburg for 4th as he was working underneath Brandenburg as Brandenburg was trying to work the high side of the 14 of Tom Hasfeld. John Vallow now goes to work on the 14 of Hasfeld for that 3rd position. Jeff Capaldi still your leader. Mike Carroll still holding on to 2nd. And here comes John Vallow riding that high line through 1 and 2. He's around Hasfeld just that quick and around Mike Carroll. And we got a caution. With a problem over in turn 4. On the restart, it will be Jeff Capaldi, your leader. The 1 of Mike Carroll 2nd. John Vallow 3rd. Tom Hasfeld 4th. 17 of the 30 laps now complete. And we're back racing. Capaldi still your leader, but here comes John Vallow on the high side. He wasted no time getting around the number 1 of Mike Carroll and goes to work on the black 35 of Jeff Capaldi. Vallow slight advantage through turns 1 and 2. Coming straight at you down the backstretch. And now we got a new leader, car number 22, John Vallow. 35, Jeff Capaldi back to 2nd. Mike Carroll now in 3rd. Tom Hasfeld still with that smoking problem. John Vallow still your leader. As we take a look at the 14 of Tom Hasfeld. John Vallow now about a 10-car length lead on you. The 2nd place 35 of Jeff Capaldi. The 1 of Mike Carroll still holding on to third. John Vallow still your leader. Carroll now going to work on the 35 with Jeff Capaldi. Battle for second. Of the 30 laps now complete. 4 laps to go. For your leader, car number 22, John Vallow. Now running second is the one of Mike Carroll. 35, Jeff Capaldi back third. Carl Stapleton holding on to fourth. Now Capaldi battles back, coming out turn number 4, but Mike Carroll will have none of it as he takes over that second spot in turns 1 and 2. John Vallow still your leader in the 22 machine as the laps continue to wind away. Winner, car number 22, John Vallow. Mike Carroll will come home second. Carl Stapleton will take home that third position. Jeff Capaldi will finish fourth, and rounding out your top 5 will be Tom Hausfeld in the 14 machine. You could quite understand that there, but Dick Roberts said his third feature win in 6 races. John Vallow, car number 22, winner of the late models here tonight. And NASCAR Winston Racing Series Pro Stocks coming up for their feature event tonight. 15 laps they'll be going. And if you haven't seen a Pro Stock feature this year, you're in for a real treat. As we have had a number of cars here every single week in exciting racing action. Row number 1 is the 52 of Mike Miller, and outside him, the 32 of Jerry Johns Jr. And in row number 2, the number 1 of Jerry Johns Sr., and outside him, 98 is Chris Stopp. Row number 3 is the 34 of Dave Sewell and the 33 of David Clay. And row number 4, car number 28, Mark Stump, and the 21, that's Brian Coleman. Row number 5, car number 8, Brian Wilson, and the 58 of Fred Moore Jr. Row number 6, car number 38, Steve Zirkle, and the 75, Brian Cottrell. Row number 7, car number 78, Virgil Powell, and the 72, Rick Miller. Row number 8, car number 17, Wayne Owens, and the 23 of Ron Simpson. Row number 9, car number 22, David Jakowski, and the 99 of Ansel Massey. Row number 10, car number 41, Robert Culp, and the 3 of David Henderson. And that is actually the 53 car. It looks more like a 53 than a 3, but there's a little piece of tape over the 5, which means it's number 3. Okay? There you go. There you see the little piece of tape over there. And there's Dan Hammond, track crew person. And they've already received the white flag. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Mike Miller and Jerry Johns Jr. will bring it down for our 15-lap feature event. 15 laps for 20 cars, so if you're near the back of the pack, there's none of this hurry up and wait and having patience. You step on the gas and you go now. And at the end of lap number 1, car number 52, Mike Miller. Oh, and we got a car spinning. Jerry Johns Jr. spins, and oh, everybody makes it through. Woo-hoo! That was a big wreck that never happened. Jerry Johns Jr. brings out our first caution. 28, Mark Stump with a problem. Looks like a left front flat tire. So Stump going to the pit area, and I'm not sure exactly, I don't have it right in front of me. I'm a real prepared announcer, but I know Mark Stump is right up there at the top of the point standings, so this is gonna hurt. Of course, Mark, a former track champion here at Kil-Kare Speedway. We're still under caution. We should get a green flag here momentarily. And a little bit of deja vu. The field already seeing the white flag. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. How many times have I said that on this tape tonight? Keep our fingers crossed. Here we go. Mike Miller, and this time that's Chris Stump on the outside pole. Jerry John Sr. not able to continue. Or he was dropped back a few positions. I don't know why. Nobody tells me anything. And we got somebody else spinning. Either that or there's a fog machine over in turn 2. I think somebody spun. Guess what? Caution back out. And third time's the charm, hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Backstretch flag with Frank Brock. Give him a little bit extra signal there, please, guys. Let's take it easy. 15-lap feature, and we've already went about 15 laps at least. We got a green flag. Hold your breath. Here we go. Mike Miller, Chris Stump side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. So is the third position of Jerry John Sr. and the 33 David Clay. And we got a lap in. 1 lap complete. Good job, guys. Third place, the battle. Still Jerry John Sr. inside, David Clay outside. Chris Stump right there in second. Clay looking like he wants to make a move on Chris Stump. He does so in turns 1 and 2. Coming down the back straightaway right at you. Right behind the leader, Mike Miller. Battle for the second position. The 98 of Chris Stump. The 33 of David Clay. And the 52 of Mike Miller. If he had a... Oh, and Fred Moore Jr. almost lost it coming out of 4, but he gathered it back in. Keeps going. Still side by side for second, Chris Stump, David Clay. Jerry John Sr. still holding on to that 4th position with Dave Sewell running 5th. In the meantime, Mark Stump has had a chance to get, and we got a car spinning out over in 4. I believe that's David Jakowski in the 22 once again. Oh, and right back out on the track right in front of the leaders. Boy, scared me. I'm sorry. And in the meantime, we've had a lead change. Where was I? The 33 of David Clay, now your leader. Mike Miller running second. Chris Stump third. 4th belongs to Jerry John Sr. And the 34 of Dave Sewell runs in that 5th position. Anyways, as I was saying, Mark Stump is back out on the track. He is on the lead lap. And moving up through the field, but this is going to be tough to do. Like I said earlier, 15-lap feature. Just what I was talking about earlier before the race. If you have a problem and are stuck in the back, you got no time to wait, no time to lose. Or plenty of time to lose, no time to wait. 52, that's a better way to say that. And let's see, the 52 of Mike Miller running second with 98 of Chris Stump right on his back bumper, 34 Dave. Oh, and we got a spinner, Steve Zirkle, and a bumper launch. I believe that's off the 78 of Virgil Powell. That'll bring out a caution, our first bumper launch of the night. You see it, Roger Winget Race Cars made the race car that this part came off of, and that's about all we know. I think it's off the Virgil Powell, number 78. Official starter, Larry Betty's already showing the white flag. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. David Clay, your leader, the 52 of Mike Miller, second, 98 of Chris Stump, third. Let's see, Dave Sewell, 4th, and Jerry Johns now running in that 5th position. 10 of the 15 laps now complete. That means there's 5 more laps to go. I went to Xenia City Schools. I know my math. 33, David Clay. Getting a good jump on that start. About a 5-car length lead over the 52 of Mike Miller. But here comes Dave Sewell to the high side of the 98 of Chris Stump. And keep your eye on this 98 car. Chris Stump being really fast this year and really consistent. Always up there challenging you for the win at these pro stock races. Dave Sewell moving to the high side, looking, trying to get around Mike Miller, but Mike Miller slips a little bit as he goes into turn number 1. Makes that car a little bit wider, and Dave Sewell falls back behind Chris Stump now. As laps are winding down for your leader, car number 33, David Clay. And we got, did somebody spin? I think so. It's the 75 of Brian Cottrell. All right, white flag. All right, being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. David Clay, Mike Miller, David Sewell, 98 of Chris Stump. The 1 of Jerry Johns, 12 laps now complete. 3 more laps to go. And this one will be in the record books. Green flag comes out. And once again, David Clay with a wonderful jump on that start. 5-car length lead as he went into turns 1 and 2. Mike Miller still running second. Dave Sewell right on his back bumper, looking for a way around in third. Fourth is the 98 of Chris Stump, and the 1 of Jerry Johns Sr. holding on to that 5th position. White flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 33, David Clay. And out of turn number 4, your winner, car number 33, David Clay. Second will be Mike Miller. Third will go to Dave Sewell. Fourth will be the 98 Chris Stump and the 1 of Jerry Johns Sr. And a little after the race incident, I'm not sure what happened. Cars just decided to spin. But we're done. And that man is your winner. Car number 33, David Clay. All right, the Modifieds coming out for their feature event now. NASCAR Winston Racing Series Modifieds, row number 1, car number 86, David Sowers, and the 18 of Doug Miller. Inside row number 2 is the 76 of Frank Harris and the 31 of Don Fleming Jr. Inside row number 3 is car number 58, Ralph Harrod, and the 11 of Dick Dunleavy Jr. Row number 4 is the 88 of Dan Williams and the 23 of Tim Wheeler. Row number 5, car number 5E, Skylar Hinkle, and the 1 of Steve Rickard. First time out for Rickard this year, I do believe. And we should get there's the 23 of Tim Wheeler coming out. And we should get a green flag here just momentarily. A little bit of a delay for the extrication of the 75 of Brian Cottrell for the Pro Stock feature. We're ready to go. Modified feature racing, 15 laps. Doug Miller, leader, lap number 1, 31 of Don Fleming Jr. looking to the inside, down the front straightaway. Can't quite get the job done. Oh, as we got a couple of cars getting together. Don't know who all that was. One of those was the Frank Harris machine. I think he was the one that went flying. Let's take a look at it on instant replay here. Instant replay now from the front stretch camera first of all. Oh, the 88 of David Sowers is one. He goes over the top of the 76 of Frank Harris, and everybody else, I don't believe anybody else really made any contact with anything but those two cars. And the flying 86 of David Sowers. And David Sowers still rolling down the front straightaway. This time from the turn 3 camera. This will be coming right at you through the air. Let's just watch. my good buddy, Dick Roberts, would say, ow. On the restart, it will be the 18 of Doug Miller, 31 Don Fleming Jr., then David Sowers, our flying car. 1 lap complete. Green flag, and we're back to racing as Don Fleming Jr. wasted no time. He gets underneath the 18 of Doug Miller. We got a new leader, car number 31, Don Fleming Jr. Now Ralph Parrott underneath the Miller machine, and here comes Dick Dunleavy Jr. in third. Don Fleming Jr., your leader. Running second is the 58 of Ralph Parrott, the 11 of Dick Dunleavy Jr. now looking to the inside of Parrott as they go into turns 1 and 2, and just that easily and quickly, Dick Dunleavy Jr. moves underneath and through. He runs second. Don Fleming Jr., your leader now. Dunleavy closing on his back bumper as we got one going through the grass. That's the number 1 of Steve Rickard. That's over in turn 3. And we got a caution flag for the 1 of Steve Rickard. Over there in turn 3. Don Fleming Jr., your leader. Dick Dunleavy Jr. running second. Third belongs to 58 of Ralph Parrott. 18 of Doug Miller in fourth now, your early leader. Now runs fourth, and Dan Williams rounds out your top 5. Green flag comes back out. Don Fleming Jr. being challenged for the lead by Dick Dunleavy Jr. as Dunleavy moves to the high side through turns 1 and 2. And Don Fleming Jr. inside in 31's machine. And now slight advantage to Dunleavy, and we got a couple cars spun over there in turn 4. 86 of David Sowers and the 5E. Skylar Hinkle. Caution. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Don Fleming Jr., Dick Dunleavy Jr., Ralph Parrott, Doug Miller. And green flag comes out and we are racing once again. And Dunleavy, wasting no time, moves to the high side of Fleming Jr. through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. And making it look just that easy. Dick Dunleavy Jr., now your leader. Don Fleming Jr. runs second. Ralph Parrott third. Fourth belongs to the 18 of Doug Miller with Dan Williams rounding out your top 5. Dunleavy Jr., your leader. And we got one spinning out over in turn 4, or just out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. I believe that's the David Sowers machine. Now, Doug Miller with a spin in turn 3. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get green flag next time by the stripe. Dick Dunleavy Jr., Don Fleming Jr., Ralph Parrott, Doug Miller, Dan Williams. 10 laps now complete. 5 more laps to go for your leader, car number 11, Dick Dunleavy Jr. as the green flag comes back out. white flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 11, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Don Fleming running in second, Ralph Harris third, and your winner will be car number 11, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Don Fleming Jr. comes home second. Third goes to Ralph Harris, Dan Williams fourth, and then Doug Miller rounds out your top 5. Once again, your winner, car number 11, Dick Dunleavy Jr. And a final feature for this videotape will be the NASCAR Winston Racing Series Figure 8s. On the pole, car number 98, Gary Seitz, and outside of him, the 57 of Chris Pawpaw. Row number 2, car number 3, Tim Jenkins, and the 13 of Dwayne Hornback. Row number 3, car number 33, Vern Hasty, and the 34 of Dave Ellis. Row number 4, car number 37, Glenn Bigham, and the 53 of Tim Dilge. And in row number 5, out back all by himself, car number 1, that's Jeremy Everty. All right, field gets the white flag. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. And as they come out of the south loop, they get the green flag, and we are racing for 15 laps, figure 8 style. And as he completes the end of circuit number 1, Chris Pawpaw, your leader. Dwayne Hornback running second, but Tim Jenkins looking through the inside in the north loop and gets around and heads down towards the south loop, chasing the 57 of Chris Pawpaw, your leader. Your leader, Chris Pawpaw, running second. Still leading and Chris Pawpaw holding on to second. Hornbeck and Dave Ellis having a meeting down in the entrance to the North Loop. And Dave Ellis gets the worst end of the stick. He spins. Wayne Hornbeck continues on. Your leader is still the 3 of Tim Jenkins. Good look at the second place car, Chris Pawpaw, and there's your leader, car number 3, Tim Jenkins. And white flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 3, Tim Jenkins. One last time through the North Loop. Down the straightaway. And into the South Loop. As we continue to keep our eyes on the 3 of Tim Jenkins, 37 at Clint Bigham. Something happening inside that car. Lots of smoke. No problem for your leader, car number 3, Tim Jenkins. He is your winner. And the 57 of Chris Pawpaw finishes second. Third goes to Dwayne Hornbeck. Dave Ellis runs 4th. And 5th belongs to the number 1 car of Jeremy Everdeen. And another look at your winner, car number 3, Tim Jenkins. And that'll just about do it for me. For my wife, Kim, my partner, Bill Yo. We'll see you right back here next week at Kil-Kare Speedway or Columbus Motor Speedway also. We'll see you next week at the track.